We're here in the town of Matador. We'll kind of give you a brief rundown of what happened here in the town, and then after that, if you have any questions, we'll be more than happy to answer those questions for you. Of course, next to me we have some members from our state forces, and behind us we have some city officials and representatives from agencies that helped respond to the town of Matador. We also have Mayor Smith, mayor of the town of Matador, and then County Judge Metter. So around 8 p.m. yesterday evening, a tornado touched down here in the town of Matador, bringing high gusting and damaging winds here to the town. And then I'll turn it over here to Sergeant Burris.
Yes, Malou, last time that we spoke, we had told you that there was 3 that were confirmed deceased as a result of the injuries sustained during the tornado. We've since had 1 that passed away at the hospital, so that brings the total up to 4 that have perished as a result of the storm, and 10 that were transported, but the 1 that did pass. We do have different resources that are in place, as Derek was saying. We have different resources that are assisting with recovery and with searching. And we also have different places that folks can utilize. We have a senior citizen center that's set up as a cooling place for the folks that are here in town, because the town is without power, and so we ask that people be patient, as the town works to get power back. And so, but while they're waiting on that, the senior citizen center is going to be open as a cooling station. We have a reunification that's still set up at the Methodist Church that's right over here behind us, and so we have folks that are working security there. You'll see different agencies that are out here that are involved right now. Like I said, and everyone's just coming together, and it's been just good teamwork that's helping make sure that everyone's fine. We take care of those that are injured.
So if you have any questions, we can see best answer, or we'll have some of our representatives from these agencies help as well.
Is there an age range of the people that passed away? So like a certain age?
We don't have the demographics yet on those that are injured and those that have passed away just yet.
Also, some of the agencies that you do see, we have Parks and Wildlife that are assisting with the cleanup and effort also, and another state unit is the Texas Task Force too, that has come from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and they will be assisting with searching, just to make sure that we did get everything cleared out and that there is no one that's left behind.
The church, was it utilized as a shelter?
Not at this time, no, just as a reunification area. So there were some folks there. We did have members of TEEX and the game wardens that stayed security there, and they made sure to do updates with folks if they heard anyone that was transported. So luckily, being a tight-knit community, everyone knows everyone, and so we were able to account for everyone pretty quickly.
Do you know about how many agencies responded?
I don't have that number. I know we had multiple law enforcement agencies. We've had fire and rescue units come up from Waco and Roanoke, which is down around the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The Texas Task Force units from the DFW area, and then we've had Highway Patrol, different county agencies responded from. As far as Hockley County, we've got troopers here all the way from Wichita Falls that are assisting. So, multiple units.
I'd like to also highlight, it was really a jointed effort. Coming in from Lubbock, we had to come through the south side and pass pretty much the whole town to get to where our command post is, and truly a jaw-dropping visual to see all these agencies coming together to help a town like this.
Are we right now in the stages of recovery efforts? We've accounted for everyone that was injured is being treated, so are we going into recovery efforts?
Still, we do want to make sure that no one was passing through town. That was our concern as well. Yeah, we might have accounted for all the town folks, but did we have anyone that was passing through Matador when the storm hit? And so that's what we're really double checking, is to make sure that everyone's accounted for and that everything is clear before we can move on to recovery and just rebuilding.
And a small town like this, like food and water, like already saw more than one convenience store that was affected. So it's really damaged.
Yeah, like I said, and then being without power too, it's hard to keep what was saved from perishing. If you do like to donate, there's the cell barn near the school has been an area that's been set up to take donations, preferably monetary. A lot of times folks do lose stuff. clothing and valuable stuff, but monetary would help those folks out a lot more.
Just also like to highlight that a town of this size, with such a small population, with the amount of damage that they experience, it's not only physical damage, but the economical and emotional impact that it will have on this town is very well significant.
And, do you know the conditions of those that were injured? If it was like minor injuries or?
There were some that were transported by personal vehicle, so their injuries were not as severe as some of the ones that were transported by EMS, and they went to hospitals that were around Plainview and Childress area, but the ones that were transported, we had everything from moderate to serious injury.
And I guess the last question I have, are roads still be blocked off throughout the day, or?
This main street will, 62 going through town, will be blocked off, especially as they're doing, search and recovery. So we'll have that blocked off. Also, we're going to have drones and different methods used to map where the storm went through, map the damage, and map what's left behind.
If you haven't already, how many people have been displaced already by the storm?
We haven't had a number yet on displacement. So we know there's different resources, and like I said, this is a tight knit, and a lot of folks have either family here or family close by. I know that Roaring Springs has some resources too that people have been able to utilize if they still have power. I mean, it's just like 8 miles down the road, and they still have power there. So don't have a number on displacement yet, but we're still working on it.
And then when do you expect the power to be back in the city?
Hopefully, if everything goes smoothly, hopefully Friday evening, Saturday. The substation was damaged, and that was a big part of why the power was out too. So that's going to be the biggest thing, is trying to get the power back on.
I can see if Mayor or Judge, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Thank you for coming out. Thank you.